All right, we are live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic. Today, we're going to talk about why software developers are not making money in tech. This is something that I'm very passionate about. This is something that bothers me, y'all. This is something that bothers me. And of course, as you are joining my live stream, especially here on LinkedIn and everywhere else, please comment and tell me where are you watching me from. Say hello, and more importantly, I would like to give you a friendly PSA, public service announcement, that LinkedIn is a networking platform. What it means that people come here to network. People come here to find new connections. And how do you leverage live streams of other creators and other people to network? You comment and then you go back, and as you're watching my stream, you see people who are commented. You see people who are commented, and you can connect with them. Another life hack for Instagram and for LinkedIn, especially LinkedIn. I live here on LinkedIn, so I do all things LinkedIn. Another thing you can do on LinkedIn, you can see the reaction. So if you're a little bit too shy or like don't want to say anything, you can react on the video and also see other people who reacted on that video and connect with those people. So, all right. So, as you're coming in, let's get started. Three top reasons why software developers are not making money in tech. So the first reason would be, how do I put it? The first reason is a lot of software developers, myself included. Hello, thank you so much for joining me. So a lot of software developers, myself included, we are chasing shiny objects. What do I mean by that? We're chasing shiny objects in terms of another boot camp, another course, another certification, another things to learn. And this is not necessarily money making activity. Again, let me let me just say this. I'm not saying that learning necessary skill, the skill that you need, it's not money making activity. I'm not saying that. I am saying that chasing another course, chasing another boot camp, chasing another certification program, you already had probably two, and it is not necessarily money making activity. So, let me tell you a story a little bit. Good morning, Rashad. Good morning. So let me tell you what I mean by that. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Early in my career, I started as a QA engineer, and I thought that if I have as many tools, as many um, qualifications on my resume, I would make more money. So naturally, what I would do early in my career, I would just buy everything and anything, everything and anything. So I bought a bunch of courses, I bought a bunch of programs. And the thing is, the truth that matters, those courses, until this day, they haven't made me money. They didn't bring me money. So again, it's okay to learn the skill that you want to learn, that is important to you. If you want to learn a skill just because it's something that is interest of yours, by all means. But if you think in order to make more money, you need to take more courses, you need to complete more certifications, this is not true. And again, let me just address a question about certification in tech. People also think like if I complete another certification in tech, I will be more qualified. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Another certificate, another certification program doesn't make you qualify. Here's the thing, or like more valuable on the market. Here's the thing, when it comes to certification, right? When it comes to certification, software development is not regulated field. So, like, I come from behavioral health and therapy and clinical psychology. As a clinical psychologist, yes, I need certifications and I need license because with those documents, I can practice therapy. I can see patients or clients. That's self-explanatory. If I don't have those credentials, I'm not gonna see anyone. I'm not gonna make any money. So in software development, though, your experience matters. So another shiny object, another boot camp is not bringing you money. Number two, and number two is a little bit more serious, y'all. Number two is a little bit more serious, y'all. So as you're coming in, I would like, before we get too serious, y'all, before we get too serious, I encourage you to comment and introduce yourself, or just say hey and network with each other, connect with each other. So um the second reason is your environment, and this is serious. And when I say it's your environment, what do I mean by that? So with environment, it can be your home, it can be your home environment, it can be your people that you hang out with. Excuse me, people that you hang out with. So let's say if you surround yourself with other people who are not breaking the financial threshold that you can break in, or if you hang out with at like meetups and online with developers that like in your threshold, right? um, First of all, like you might start thinking that just because your numbers are within the market range, or like at any scale, that like you're doing okay. But who is to say that you can't make more? Just because majority of the people that you know making that number, it doesn't mean that you can go about. Of course, you have to do market research and you have to be realistic. I'm not saying put unrealistic expectations, because there's a lot of factors go there. But I met a lot of software developers who have great earning potential, meaning they have skills, but they're still stuck at below market rate or within the market rate, but on the lower end, or in on the intermediate end, and they can go above. So, uh, my personal, like my personal thing is I like to network with people who are higher than I am. So like that's your environment, right? That's your environment. And when you surround with like people on the same level, you start thinking like maybe that is okay. So I'm not saying that you should disconnect with people who are on the same level as you are. This is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should network and you should get mentorship from people who are on the next level than you are, and learn what they did, what they've done, learn what techniques they use that they use. So So your environment is super important. Another example of environment is your work environment. Is your work environment too, because work is where we spend majority of the time. Right, we go there in the morning, and like if we have to go to physical work, or we log in and we surround ourselves with our coworkers. We are working with our management. Uh, it's our environment. And if our environment is somehow um, bringing us down, is somehow toxic, is somehow uh, doesn't let us grow, then our internal our internal worth, it goes down. And at some point, right, the environment can be detrimental to our earning potential. So I know so many software developers that are stuck at their environments, and they're making way below what they could possibly make. They make way below what they could possibly make, and they keep staying in that environment for years. 4 years. So environment is another very, very detrimental or important thing for your growth, for your financial. And it is true for a lot of developers that they stuck in their environment, and they're not growing in that environment, because that environment, y'all, it's limiting. It's limiting. So let me tell you a story. At the beginning of my career, I work at different environments, right? I work at different environments, and certain in at certain companies, at certain environments, um, there was a perception that where I was then is the highest mountain that I could achieve at the time, and it was simply not truth. At that time, my manager, my coworkers, the whole environment would influence my perception that what I was making then, and what I could do then, is the highest mountain, is the highest income that I could possibly achieve then. So this is your environment. And what is interesting, when I switch my environment, that also, like, that made a shift for me as well. So, like, the third reason for why people are not making money in tech, because they don't have clear career path, clear plan. So many people think that they're building their careers because they just because they're changing roles. Just because you're changing roles doesn't mean that you're making more money. Just because you're changing roles doesn't mean that you are growing your earning potential. Just because you have slight variation, like 5K there, 2K there, $5 per hour more there, $10 per hour there, it doesn't mean that it's financial growth. And what I see a lot in tech industry, that people just people just mo- change companies. People just change companies, but the growth is not there. The growth is not there, and financial growth is not there. And um, sometimes people think, because because they keep moving laterally, somehow it can bring at some point more money. But lateral move, like you move on the same surface, yes, you can make a little bit more money here and there. Yes, you might hit like a wonder company where they can give you more money, but like you keep moving in the same direction. Worse is when people start moving all over the place, just like literally, like they think that the more diverse their experience, the better, the more money they can make. It can be true in some cases, but if it is sporadic movements, if it is sporadic movements without plan, without intention, then at some point, it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Today, hey, good morning. So like today, you are the company that like pays you well, treats you well, but because you are gambling, you don't know what your next move is. Because it's a gamble, you don't know what your next move is. So, um, kind of to summarize, right? What like the main three reasons. The first reason is your shiny objects. And I know we as software developers, we love to learn, and it's a good thing. But like when you chasing every single certification, every single boot camp, every single new thing that is appears on the market, it doesn't mean that it brings you more money. It just doesn't. The second thing that is really, really important and it's really serious is your environment, your close environment, right? Like it can be your family and friends, it can be people that you network, it can be your work environment. Your work environment can also affect and limit yourself. Because here's the thing, here's the thing, uh, people who surround us, they affect us. And also, the third reason is when you moving sporadically and you don't have clear path. When it's like you arrive like at a new city or at a city, you might know where everything is located here and there, but like you start moving throughout the city without GPS and you don't know that city well, so chances are you're going to arrive at the right destinations. You at some point you will, at some point you will, but you're going to lose more money sporadically moving around that city because you don't have clear direction. The same thing for your career, right? Just when people start sporadically moving throughout their career, it's not money making activity, and it's one of the reasons why people um, can't break their financial threshold in software development. And you know, it really makes me sad when software developers, right, show up on my coaching calls or on my career clarity calls or mini coaching sessions, and they start lowering their expectations and about the pay. And like that's really sad, y'all, because here's the thing, like tech industry, this like despite what's going on in tech right now, right? And I understand we're going through the shakeup and it's a normal economic cycle. What we're going through tech right now, it's a organic, normal economic cycle. We're gonna be okay. So, but because of that, people start bringing themselves down. And that really makes me really sad. So, let me know if you have any question. And this is really important topic. So if you have any question, if you have any questions, ask me in the chat below. Also, if it resonates with you, and if you want to see how you can improve your situation, if you see like what is your possible earning potential can be, I invite you to schedule a mini coaching session with me. It is absolutely free, and I'm here to serve you, because I'm not okay when so many talented software developers are making than they could, less than they could. Last three reasons. Didn't think about it this way. Thank you so much for hopping on my live stream. I really, really appreciate it. So, I'm going to start wrapping up. If you have questions, the comments are open. My DMs are open. If you need a mini coaching session with me, or get more clarity on your career, uh, feel free to book a coaching session with me. I will drop a link. I will put a link in my bio, so you can just go ahead and schedule it. And also, I will drop a link here on the comments for this event. So, like the event, comment the event, so LinkedIn can notify you that I commented under that event. So, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for joining my live stream. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about very interesting topic. Tomorrow we're going to talk about promotions and why you might be passed over for a promotion as a software developer, because that was me. That was me, y'all. And we're going to dive deep into that. So, well, thank you so much. Enjoy your Tuesday, and I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk about promotions. See you. Bye, y'all.